Hey there and welcome back. Now in this part of series I'm going to discuss checkbox component to add this checkbox component into your application. This checkbox is used to turn an option on and off just by clicking on a checkbox. It changes from on to off or from off to on. Okay, this type of component you basically see on applications where you can have different options available. As you can see on my screen, it is a simple application formed using Java Swing. There's name, phone, address, size, styles, toppings. These are all labels. This box are called text fields. That rounded box is known as radio buttons, and this square buttons are checkbox buttons. Okay, so what's the difference between um, radio buttons and the check buttons, as they both giving an options? In size, there's small, medium, large. So in radio button, that you have to select only one option among them. So if I choose small, then I can choose medium option, or if I choose a medium option, then I can choose a small or a large option. Similarly, for style, there's two options available: thin or thick. So in this, I can choose only one of them. But in case of checkbox button, like in our toppings, onion, mushrooms, anchovies. Here I can choose pepper onions as well as mushrooms, both of them, or either I can select all these toppings, or I can just select one of them or two of them. So here in this check buttons, I have an option to select more than one. This is the only difference between radio buttons and the check buttons. So this type of options are mainly available on your registration forms or on any other your personalized form, where any feedback form where they are taking your responses. Not only one option is there are many options being there, so that they can improve their application. Many of feedback forms or registration form, you can see these types of components into it. So this is a simple application which I've shown you on my screen. This name field is there, means a label, text box there, radio button is there, checkbox is there, and one more things which I've not tell you, that there's buttons also there. OK and close comes under button. These are basic GUI components. Told you many times that these are types of GUI components are used basically on each and every components, on each and every application which I've seen throughout my life. So in my this video, I'm going to discuss about check button. In my next video, I will going to discuss radio button. So without wasting any time, I'm going to start with our check buttons. So for this check buttons, I'm going to import all the libraries and the files related to Java Swing. Then I'm going to create a public class, as you can see, named check buttons checkbox. Now I'm going to create a constructor for it, and here I'm going to have an instance for my frame, jframe f equal to new jframe. Inside the right inside a double quotes, write checkbox. This will be showing into your title of your application, which will be going to appear when you execute this simple Java program file. Now I'm going to have a simple checkbox instance. Here I'm going to give an options of programming language like C++, Java, Python, and so on, like things. Now I am going to set the boundaries of this my checkbox 1. I'm going to copy this checkbox 1 content and paste it here over here, or you can just write again like as I'm doing, checkbox 2 equal to new checkbox, write Java inside it, and I'm giving one more parameter that is true. So when I will execute this program, uh, frame will be appear with a check buttons with C++ Java, but Java checkbox will be checked marked because as I'm passing the parameter true. So in this case, you can also set it false so that no check buttons will be there. But to show you that you can also by default, you can set the check buttons true by yourself also. Either you can put both them true or either you can put them both of them false. It's up to you. So f dot add checkbox 2. You can add many checkbox according to yourself that how many you wanted to add into your application. It's is totally up to you. So add them into your frames and set the size of frame, set the layout, set the visibility functionality, and then save this file and run it into your application and run it into your command prompt. This I'm showing all these stuffs into Notepad because this will be easy because doing into ID, although the functionality of ID is more than this Notepad, but some of them find very difficult to install IDE, so I just use this simple notepad so that everyone can use this notepad editor to write their Java programs and to make their GUI applications. Popular IDEs are like IntelliJ is one of the popular. You can use NetBeans also. Okay. So I did my void main method. Inside it, I just called checkbox our constructor. Now save this file with the name of your class name, checkbox.java, and open your command prompt. These are all the files which I created till now. Now in here, just write javac checkbox.java, and it will compile your this Java file and your class file will be generated. Now remove the C from here and run the checkbox class file. As you can see, this check mark is already there in your Java because I passed the value true while writing the program. Java comma true the parameter. This checkbox, the title bar is there. You can select C++ also and deselect Java. Either you can select both of them. It's up to you. Okay. So this is a simple example of checkbox button where you can put them into your either in feedback form or into your registration form.